Good morning. It's Wednesday, and December, and still cool. We've had hardly any days over 16, 17 Celsius, so things are not as good as they could be, but the tomatoes are growing, so we'll see. And I'm very pleased with my little mandarin tree this year. It's got quite a few fruits on it, so it looks like finally we'll be getting some fruit. So I've got a few dahlias coming up, and I cleaned out this bed yesterday because it was just overgrown. So I've tied the penstemons back because they keep falling over onto the grass, and I'll put some sort of string arrangement in there where I've got the straw flowers, and hopefully that'll keep them up. And I cleaned up the what are they called? Can't remember. The purple flowers, because they were growing into the middle of the bed. Hang on a minute. So maybe you can see I've got some pink baby's breath tucked in there, and it was being smothered by the purple flowers, which I can never remember the name of, but it doesn't matter. This is not a teaching video, so I don't need to really remember all the names. There, you can see there's a little patch of baby's breath in there. They're nice. They're a lovely pink, so maybe they'll grow now. And I've only got one path into this bed now because I've put all this string everywhere, so it's going to be hard to weed. But anyway, I've cleared up around here, so my what they call billy buttons are able to get a bit of sunshine. Well, I think the dahlias need a bit of a feed. Some of them are kind of yellow and patchy looking, but anyway, I'll try a bit of manure on top, or maybe some plant food. You can see that one. It's not looking too good. My filming's going to be pretty dodgy today because I'm not turning the camera on and off all the time. Anyway, you can see that one. It's a white one. I think my sister bought it for me, and it's gone a bit patchy. Never mind. I'll throw some food on it and see what happens. There's a few gladiolas here. Big clump of them. Not sure what colour they are, but they're ready to flower. And I had them growing all in amongst the penstemons here. But I pulled them out because they were covered in rust. And I thought, I'll just rip them out. So I did. And guess what hubby did yesterday? He put the wire mesh over the top of the dahlias. So it's much better than that terrible plastic mesh that a lot of people use. And we can use it every year. I'll probably just leave it. So it's up fairly high because the dahlias have already grown quite a bit. So you can see it on both sides of the bed. And these are my ranunculus, which I'm not pulling out. And for some reason, I have got moss everywhere. And I broke it up a bit. So not too sure what to do with that. Anyway, I wanted to show you the wire. So we finally got it in. It's not a big bed. It's big enough to keep me busy. So that should keep the dahlias from flopping over. This is one of my mixed beds, and this is celery. I've got a few plants along there, and it's all going to seed, so I'm hoping that I can collect the seed. I'm sure a lot of it'll end up in the bed, but that's alright, we'll get some free celery. And my dill, I kept a few plants. I don't know how much longer they're going to go for. And there's a few sunflowers down there coming along. And some lilies at the back. They're coming back from last year, so that's nice. So this is my potato bed, and I pulled out all the potatoes, and I got, I don't know, about 5 kilos, maybe a bit more. That was free potatoes. And under here, I've got the netting here. Anyone that's been watching my channel will know of why I've got the netting, because the local cats use this bed as a toilet, so they can't now. And I've got corn growing in here, so I think I'll probably have to feed it. But there's a bit of a couple of patches down there where nothing came up. Anyway, I'll stick some more seeds in. It's coming up along there. We'll see. And this monstrosity is my Queen Anne's lace. And I chopped it back quite a bit because it had just gone nuts. So I've cut back a fair amount of it. And down the back there too, I cut it back. So I might have to cut it back some more. It just gives you so many flowers. I do like it, but because I'm not selling and I'm just doing the vases inside for myself, I probably have a few too many. I might pick some of them and stick them in the bucket out the front, and people can help themselves if they want to have them. I'm going to have to snip some of these dahlias because I didn't snip them when they were short. So I will come out and give them a bit of a trim. Otherwise, you just end up with one big long stalk and no bushy dahlias. So I think I have to do this one as well, because it's got two sort of long bits. I'll cut those off, and I might snip that one as well, which I'll probably do all of them. I'll give them all a bit of a haircut to bush them up and see how they go. Okay, I've showed you the wire. We were going to do it last year this time, but hubby, he put himself into hospital because he had a terrible push bike accident, and it took a long time for him to recover. And so now this year he was able to do this fence, or this netting for me. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.